So we're getting closer to the end of the summer, and when you think of summer, what's one thing that you think of? About going on vacation, especially to the beach or on a cruise or something like that. And so I was asked by one of my subscribers if I could do a top 5, top 10 fragrances to wear to the beach. I think I might have done one way earlier last year, but hey, why not do a new one since we got a lot of new fragrances released. Today we're going to be talking about my top 5 fragrances that I like to wear to the beach. So without further ado, let's get it. Alright, my great smelling dudes, welcome back to my channel. My name is Randy, aka Fragrance Dude. Thank you guys so much for joining me again. As always, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff so we can get straight into this. We're going to try to do a top 5 list without keeping you guys here all day. So I'm going to try to flow through these, give you guys just the main points of it, whatever. But today we're going to be talking about some of those beach vacation fragrances. And I'm not talking about ones that you can wear at the beach like at night. We're just going to be doing daytime beach fragrances only. Ones that are going to be great for the hot weather, that are going to be mostly tropical, stuff like that. One of the ones that I was going to put in this list, but I haven't got the full bottle in yet, so I didn't want to enter it, was by Gisada. It's Gisada Ambassador. If you guys haven't tried it, I had a decant and now it's gone. I have a new bottle from Fragrance Buy, which right now it's going for 60 bucks, I believe. Really good price. It's kind of like Sauvage with mango, like a tropical Sauvage. If you guys like Sauvage even just a little bit, or if you don't and you're sick of the DNA, this kind of does a nice twist on it with that mango. It's really nice for the spring, summer, and fall. Definitely try that out. But now getting into 5 that I love to wear. I take these almost every time I go on a beach vacation. Some of these I only wear to the beach. And starting out with this first one. You guys probably have only seen this on my channel once, and that was probably a year and a half ago. I only wear this when I go to hot weather locations, whether it's the beach, LA, something like that. I only wear this then because it's really the only time that it really fits for me. This is by Haramain. It is Amber Oud Gold Edition. This is a clone of Xerjoff's Erba Pura, even though Erba Pura is a lot different and it's higher quality. There's also the Armaf version. It's like Armaf something, I forget. But it's a square container and they'll try to sell you it at any fragrance outlet in the United States. They'll try to sell it to you for over $100. Do not buy it. It's not worth it because this one is better than that one. Not only that, Erba Pura, it's really not the best Xerjoff out there. But what this is, just in a nutshell, it's a very musky, very tropical, heavy, fruity fragrance. It kind of smells what you would expect fruit punch, like a tropical fruit punch to smell like. If you want to smell like a heavy, musky, tropical fruit punch, that is what this fragrance smells like. It's a little bit warm, but for the most part, it is just kind of, if you just took a bowl of tropical fruits, put them all together, made them slightly synthetic, mix that together with a wallop of musk. And when I say that, I mean it's a wallop. As it gets to the dry down, that musk does tone down a bit, and you replace that with a little bit of woods and some vanilla. But that together, mixed together with this really nice, again, musky tropical fruit punch. That's what this fragrance is. It's Haramain's Amber Oud Gold Edition, a clone of Erba Pura. It doesn't do it exact, but what it does, it's really nice to wear on a beach. It fits really nice and it acts really nice in the heat. Just don't overspray it because it is a really heavy performer. It's going to be one that's going to be well above average for the first 6 hours, and then it'll tone down. But this is great for the beach, especially if you're going to be at the beach all day. This is the one to go with. And it's a good clone. So going into the next one, this one is a brand new release, so it wouldn't have been in my video last year. I really, really enjoy this fragrance. The notes and the oils that come off in this fragrance are super, super realistic. This is by Zaharoff. It is Coco Loco. Shout out to George Zaharoff. He's been a friend of the channel, and I absolutely love this fragrance. He also sent me Citrine, which I love Citrine, but Zaharoff Coco Loco. This came out a few months ago, and they're going to re-release a second batch, from what I'm understanding, if they didn't already, but it was supposed to be the end of August. And so if they haven't, definitely go check that out. Zaharoff's Coco Loco. You would think it's going to be a heavy coconut fragrance, but really in the opening, it's a very juicy clementine. It is really nice, like orange, mixed with a little bit of coconut under there, almost like an ambery vanillic backbone and a little tiny bit of spice. It has a warmth to it, just like the one I just said, the Amber Oud Gold Edition, but it's just the way that it blends together with those really nice fruits, the coconut, stuff like that. Zaharoff's Coco Loco is legit what you would think of if you think of a beach. The pina colada, stuff like that. If you don't like coconut, you probably still won't like this because the coconut is in there. But as far as tropical, fruity fragrances that are going to sit on your skin, they're going to project, people are going to notice you, but that it's not going to be overly offensive, this is definitely going to be a great beach vacation fragrance. Walking on the boardwalk, sitting in the sand, you're going to smell like clementine, coconut. You get some cardamom to give it a little bit of a warm and spicy vibe. You get some sweetness and ambery tones, as well as a little bit of woods. It's a little bit musky as well, but Zaharoff's Coco Loco, you cannot go wrong, but it's situational. Again, this is going to be one of those ones that I could only wear to the beach or to the pool, stuff like that, maybe to like a backyard barbecue, but that's what you would wear it for. Fantastic summer fragrance. It's so freaking good. I love that fragrance. The fruits in it are so high quality. Going into the next one, so a lot of people would put the Parfum on their list as being the better one. I still prefer this one over the Parfum. This is Paul Gaultier's Le Beau Eau de Toilette. So the Parfum came out last year, and while I still own it, I still prefer this one. The Parfum is still very good, and if you like the Parfum better, that's great. The Le Parfum. It adds in this really nice juicy pineapple opening that you do not get in this one. This one sticks to the DNA, which is pretty much a sweet and woody undertone with a little bit of an aromatic backbone, but it's going to be mostly coconut, a little bit of tonka, like a sweet coconut. Some sandalwood in there as well. But this fragrance is exactly what you would think of if you're looking for something that is going closer to that suntan lotion vibe, but doesn't quite fit that mold where it feels cheap or something that you could get from a suntan lotion. This is going to be one of the best coconut fragrances out there. If you like coconut, you should definitely get this. Again, the Le Parfum, I've said this in previous videos, the way that the aromatic tones come through, it gives it almost this earthy feeling, which I'm not a huge fan of. I love the opening. I think it's great. I think the dry down, far dry down is great. There's this like 15 to 20 minute part, which I've continuously said ever since my first impression. I still can't get really past that, but I still do like the wear of the fragrance. It's just I kind of keep my nose away from it for that 15-minute mark. But with that said, I still like to go with this. Great for the beach. Really, really cool bottle. I mean, it has the leaf on its dong. Really cool. It even has like the beach looking, looks like the ocean. Really nice. That is Paul Gaultier's Le Beau. The only thing is that the performance on that one, the performance on Coco Loco, by the way, is about 6 hours. This one is going to be anywhere between, well, 5 to 6 hours. This one's going to be about 4 to 5 hours. That's where the Parfum, it adds about an hour to an hour and a half of performance. This one, it's going to be what you would expect to have at the pool, beach, about 4 hours. And it's going to do that really well for you. And so for me, I'm not one that really is a stickler for performance. If I get at least 3 hours, I'm usually pretty good. And that one does about 4. It's not heavy. It's about moderate, a little bit above average for the first half hour, but then it's moderate down to a personal bubble after 3 hours. So now moving into our fourth one. So this one is going to be if you want to smell a little bit more eclectic, higher end, stuff like that. I always take this with me no matter what vacation I go on. If it's during the spring or summer, I always bring this, especially to the beach. When you think of going to the beach, yeah, you have your sand, but you also have a big body of water called the ocean in front of you that is full of salt. And it gets in the air. You have a salty sea breeze, which melds super well together with this. Creed's Millesime Imperial, Millesime Imperial, which in a nutshell is an undertone of musk, a little bit of a warmer woods, and then over top of it, what it's known for, sea salt, a little bit of an aquatic tone, but mostly sea salt, fruits, and melon. There is this melon note that it is known for. Even though the cologne is very good, it still doesn't get that almost watermelon-y accord that you get from Millesime Imperial quite right, even though it's great. I love this fragrance. It's still not a heavy performer. I get about 5 hours out of it at max, but with that said, for that 5 hours, it is fantastic. It's one of my favorite fragrances for the spring and summer. You cannot beat this fragrance. Millesime Imperial, again, is just a lot of sea salt, a little bit of a watery tone underneath it. You get some musk, some warmer woods, and then over top of that, you get some fruit medley, and then this nice bright melon accord. Mix that all together. It's a perfect beach fragrance. Creed's Millesime Imperial. I mean, there's a ruling theme here that mostly it's going to be some kind of like tropical or brighter fruity accord that's going to make it feel like you're going to a beach, which when you think of the beach, you think of pina coladas, key lime pies, all that kind of like beach type stuff. Key lime pie is more like Miami, but you get my point. That is a fantastic fragrance. And now that I just said Miami, I probably should have put that as my number 5 fragrance. Because I just got it in and I wasn't even thinking about it. City Rhythm Miami. It's a really, really nice fragrance. It's like a key lime pie. Fantastic fragrance. But with that said, I went with a cheapie. This is the one that I take with me ever since I got it in last year. I took it on 3 vacations so far. It is a great cheapie. It only lasts about 3 hours, but it reminds me of a Louis Vuitton afternoon swim. This is CK One Summer Daze. Even though I believe it was like nectarine or tangerine or some kind of weird note that I can't think, kumquat. It was kumquat. Even though kumquat is the main note in this, it really just feels like a really juicy orange. That's what the fragrance is. It's a juicy orange with a little bit of this woods and musk. And it's very simplistic, just like Louis Vuitton's Afternoon Swim, Pacific Chill. They're basically 2 main notes with a few lingering undertones, but this one, it's not exactly like Afternoon Swim, but if you want to get in that same genre of a really nice juicy fruit, this is a juicy citrus, which is that kind of mandarin orange, kumquat orange. Just think of orange. It's freaking orange. It's the same as the bottle. It's orange. It's orange, musk, and a warm woods. Fantastic fragrance. It only lasts like 2 to 3 hours at max. But it's great if you want something that's a random pull. If you're going to the beach for an hour or two, going to the pool for a few hours, CK One Summer Daze, it legit is the best summer cheapie if you're looking for something simple. That is CK One Summer Daze to finalize the final 5. So again, I could have put Miami in here. There's a lot of other fragrances that would have fit the bill for this. I mean, you could have wore YSL Y Live, Dior Homme Cologne. But for me, I'm thinking beach, and those are my beachy fragrances. Coconut, fruits, citrus, stuff like that. But let me know what some of your favorite beach fragrances are. Obviously, if it was nighttime, I'd probably have out like Most Wanted or something like that. But not today. It's just, I'm doing the daytime ones. But those are my top 5 beach fragrances that I like to take. Let me know what yours are, and again, I'll be back with another video. Thanks so much. Peace out.